Moons out, goons out is cringe, and night vision is probably not for you. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Shrimp Night channel. I am your host, the average PVS 31 and PVS 14 hater that your mom said that we have at home. Thanks for watching. Guys, the purpose of today's video is I'm going to save you $10,000 by talking to you for 10 minutes. So let's just get right into it. Guys, if you want to thank me for saving you $10,000, get down below and hit the like button. Comment down below if you've ever been if the internet has ever tried to convince you that you have to have night vision or you're going to die in a WROL scenario. Well, get down below and leave those stories down below. I look forward to reading those stories, and I will probably do a video where I read your comments I'll just do a video reading your comments of this video, because I know there's going to be a lot of guys that are either upset or laughing about the talking points that I'm going to talk about here today. So hit the like button, do all the things, join the Patreon, and let's get right into it. Okay, let me talk to you guys first about my journey with night vision. As many of you guys know, I, for work, have worn PVS 14 Gen 3s and PVS 31 Gen 3, both green phosphorus. Now, when I first started this YouTube channel a couple years ago, I bought PVS 14 Gen 2 Plus white phos. That was a bad investment. Why? Well, I am a shooter, not a collector, as you guys know. And what those night vision goggles did was collect dust in the safe. I didn't wear them often enough to justify purchasing them. When I did shoot under night vision, it was miserable. It's not fun. I've shot under night vision a ton for work, both with a aim point for passive aiming and with a PEC 15 for active aiming. And the flare wears off very quickly. For those of you guys that don't wear night vision professionally, you have to train. You have to go out and walk around in the woods. You have to go out and walk around in the desert, walk around in the swamp, wearing your night vision. And what you're going to find out very quickly is it sucks. It takes ambient light to be able to still be able to see, and you have to use an IR illuminator oftentimes to even be able to see into dark corners and be able to see what you need to see. And you're going to spend a lot of times falling down wearing night vision. If you've ever walked around in the woods patrolling as a young private in the 173rd Airborne Brigade and you fell and almost died, well, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, guys. I hurt my ankle really, really bad falling into a hole in Hohenfels, Germany, training up to go to Ukraine, wearing PVS 14s, and I was carrying an M249 saw, and I hated my life. So if you've ever hated your life walking around the woods wearing night vision, leave those stories down below. But for the vast majority of the guys watching this video, you are probably not training under night vision, which means you're going to hate them. You're going to go out. This is the life path for you if you buy night vision. You're going to buy them. You're going to take pictures of you wearing them. You're going to take pictures of things like the stars or your backyard or in the woods. You're going to take the moons out, goons out, Instagram pictures with them on. And then about 6 months later, you're going to be like, I've only shot under night vision once or twice. You're going to think about all the ammunition or guns you could have bought or equipment you could have bought had you not invested in night vision. You're going to be thinking about all the P320s that you could have bought and posted online, your thoughts on all the drama on the P320. You're going to be thinking about all these things. And then eventually, a year or two later, you're going to be going through the safe and you're going to look in your safe and you're going to say, dude, I haven't touched my PVS 31s that cost $12,000 or my PVS 14s that cost $3,000 to $4,000. I haven't touched those things in a year. That will be the life cycle for you. Okay? So let me get into the talking points of why I think you should invest elsewhere in ammunition, in training, in equipment, rather than go out and buy night vision. Massive cost versus practical returns. PVS 14s are going to run around $3,000. PVS 31s are going to be DT NVGs are going to cost around $10,000, $8,000 to $12,000. Okay? In 5 years, your investment on those devices will not still be there. If WROL or SHTF does not happen, you have now invested $10,000 in something that the technology will continue to improve, so your investment will be outdated by a better device. So for most folks That is a huge investment, okay? That is $10,000 is a massive investment. And if you don't have that savings, because the firearms community made a better set of PVS 31s, and now you're sitting on a Gen 3, and they come out with a Gen 4 or whatever, your investment is now wasted. Now you're only going to be able to sell those things for a couple of $1,000s. So the cost versus return ratio is just not there. The posting on Instagram and trying to flex on people, that is going to get cringe real quick and get old real quick. And now you're stuck with a $10,000 investment that wasn't even worth it. Okay, gear demands. If you buy the tube, then now you have to buy the Wilcox mount for $500. And then you have to buy a helmet for a couple of grand. And a lot of you guys you're gonna try to cut corners and get some sort of Chinese helmet, and now it's not even worth it, right? So you got to add the $2,000 for the helmet, the $10,000 for the tubes, the $500 for the actual Wilcox mount. It's going to add up very quickly, and you're going to be in debt. And that's what the internet wants you to do. The gun tube world wants you to fall into massive debt by buying night vision. High learning curve. If you buy night vision, you need to go out and actually wear them and walk around in the woods, and a lot of you guys aren't going to do that. NVGs distort depth perception, which means you're going to fall a lot, which means you just spent $10,000 or more to go out in the woods and fall down. Congratulations. A lot of you guys are going to be like, well, what about WROL? The cool thing about night vision or about the real world is I can flash you with a 1,000 lumen light, and now you can't see if you have a Gen 2. If you have a Gen 3, the auto gating for a lot of your night vision is not going to be able to keep up with a 1,000 lumen Surefire in your face. Also, are you training under your night vision? Probably not, okay? I would say out of everyone that watches this video, maybe 100 dudes have actually been out training with their night vision. Everyone else just collects it, all right? It's not magic. Night vision is not magic. It still requires illumination from the moon. And guess what? If it's a dark night with no illumination from the moon, then now you're just going to be out there using your PEG 15 or your D-Ball A3 to put a IR illuminator in areas, or your scout light with a vampire head, and now you're going to be giving away your position anyway with a dude that's stationary with thermal. So that's a whole nother discussion. But just understand, it's not a superpower. It still requires light, okay? If you walk in a really dark house, you're going to have to put an IR illuminator in there to be able to see a lot of the times. Okay, comfort. They're not comfortable. They are uncomfortable. Wearing night vision on your head looks cool, but it is not comfortable. A lot of these helmets, I wish I had mine sitting here. One second. Okay, a lot of these helmets have a ratcheting system in the back where you can ratchet up the helmet, thus making it tighter on your head, and it's extremely uncomfortable. I have been on deployments and training missions where when you're wearing night vision all night, you are begging for the sun to come up because your head hurts so bad from wearing night vision all night. If you don't have a counterbalance from the back of your head to counterbalance the weight of the night vision, you are going to hate your life wearing this thing all night long. There has been nights, I guess I'll just show you my badass boom Overlord watch, but there have been nights where I'm literally looking at my watch like one more hour under night vision because your head will hurt so bad. So just understand that night vision is uncomfortable. It's not a superpower, and even the most expensive night vision is still uncomfortable, okay? So all of that to say, if you're a dude watching this and the internet is trying to convince you to buy night vision, they are misleading you. It could potentially lead to crippling debt. It could potentially lead to an investment in an item that sits in the safe that is overpriced. Dramatic staccato placement. That is overpriced, okay? It's sitting in your safe, and you could have bought a lot more training, equipment, magazines, weapons, another car, I don't know, literally anything other than investing in night vision. Because of the status of the market right now, you could buy those really expensive $10,000 dual tubes, and in 3 or 4 years, there's going to be a much better option for cheaper. That is how technology advancement works, okay? So if you got this far in the video, let me know, do you own night vision or not? Let me know your thoughts on the night vision, moons out, goons out, cringe discussion down below. I will probably do a follow-up video reading the comments of this video. So I look forward to reading your comments down below. Thanks for being here. If you got this far, join the Patreon. It's $5 a month. And until next time, it's going to be Trench Grenade, your average moons out, goons out, cringe hater that your mom said that we have at home, signing out. Cheers.